Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to episode 44 of the Lloyd and Matt Show.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm a bit concerned actually.
About
Well, the Apple Pro. Have you seen that the Pro Vision got released this week?
the VR thing.
Yeah.
And everyone's on trains and shit.
Well, yeah. Firstly, why would you take that on public transport? You just get robbed.
In New York.
Yeah. Okay. You miss your stops, end up in the Bronx. But what I don't understand is there's no headphones. Like, it doesn't cover your ears. So how are you meant to hear
What's going on in VR world?
Because I saw Casey Neistat watching a Mr. Beast video.
Nine stat.
What's his name?
Neistat.
Oh.
There's only one N. Nine!
But he was watching a Mr. Beast video.
In VR?
Yeah, on the train, whilst texting, whilst doing all this. I saw someone as well, really sad. He had like a newborn baby in his hand, but he had like the Pro Vision on. And I'm like, come on. Like, just hold your baby and look at it in the eyes, for Christ's sake. But it does look pretty sick.
How much are they?
I think they're in England. I think they're about 5k. I might be wrong, 4.5 or something. But they're expensive. But I reckon it'd be a really fun experience. But I wouldn't be one of these neeks that go on a walk with it. Like, you
No.
just look, it would be for like just when I'm alone, sat here.
Yeah.
Like when you're watching TV, you just watch it
in VR.
in VR.
Do you think if you played like a VR sport though, do you think you'd run into something?
Yes. I saw one the other day. It might have been Apple. Like, she was like being chased through a forest in VR. Just runs into an oven.
That's what I saw. That's why I said, would you run into something and it just smashes the first layer of glass everywhere?
That's terrifying though. I'd hate
so
that.
funny.
And have you seen the guy like walking on the plank?
And then the kid, and then he jumps.
Straight. VR's scary. Have you ever had VR?
I've done it. Yeah.
Like a proper one?
I have never owned one or anything. No.
No, I've never. I think it was this was in like 2011 or something when VR like first came, but it wasn't ever good enough or anything. So you had an Xbox remote to control yourself.
Okay.
In VR, and I was at the top of a building, and I genuinely was like, "This shit is wild." But now it's like the Apple Pro Vision is nuts. Like, it actually is nuts.
Yeah, you can test out anything you want to do before you do it.
What do you mean?
So let's say you wanted to jump off a building. You could trial it. You could see if you're actually about it or not.
Would you ever do that?
Get VR or jump off a building?
Because I think I could survive this fall. Do you want to tell everyone how high do you reckon we are? Without trying to give away our...
I can tell you exactly how many floors up we are.
Yeah, well, don't say that. Well, some...
Well, you put it on your story the other day.
I know,
You're an idiot.
Yeah, I did it. And I don't have Instagram notifications either.
Bro doxed himself.
So I'm going to put it up for the priv. For the priv.
But you were at a friend's house, so it's not even...
I was at a friend's house.
Exactly.
And the friend's house was AI. So wasn't even real. Wasn't even a real house.
Wasn't even a real story.
I was floating. But no, I think when you said, this is our house, I think it was on like 4K views. Okay. So I was a bit like, nice.
But it wasn't our house, it was our friend's house.
Friend's house, that's it. Friend's house. And we were on the...
105th floor, wasn't it?
105th floor. Should we say what happened to our building?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
You know more about it than I do.
Okay, so...
This morning,
literally today, Monday, the
5th of February.
I got a text in the group chat because the building we're in, there's a group chat, and I was lucky enough to just infiltrate my way into the group chat somehow.
Bro asked to be in it.
No, he didn't.
He said add me to a guy he met in the lift.
Okay, so someone put a thing in the group chat, a message saying, what the fuck happened downstairs?
This morning.
So I was having my brekkie, so I looked outside, the coast was clear. I mean, it was quite a long way down, 105 floors, but I was like, what? Someone put a picture in the group chat of the lobby just completely obliterated. There's some TVs downstairs that have like punch marks in it. All the computers for the staff ripped off, like smashed, plant pots everywhere. Like the
door is off its hinges.
Oh yeah, the door is off its hinges and it's smashed as well. There's like a porch door and a main door and the porch door was smashed to pieces and taken off its hinges. I'll just read what the message says because I don't want to get this wrong.
Yeah. I was going to say I could put the picture in, but I think that would dox us again.
Yeah, it would, because
So-
it says it everywhere. And there's like, there's business cards for our building all over the floor.
Okay.
But there's also like the food collection point was also smashed as well.
Oh, well.
Yeah, I know. It's just like, I don't know. But basically, someone said a guy on floor, I'm not going to say the thing,
486.
486, smashed everything up at 5 a.m. He ripped off the door, smashed the TVs and the mirrors, went up to his apartment, ripped the walls off, the ceiling and the floor.
So now his apartment is also the floor above's apartment.
Yes. Smashed his cooker and his microwave. Police were called 4 times and they turned up 3 hours later, which is crazy.
So crazy.
Someone that lives next door to him said that he was blasting music until the police arrived. Like, just didn't do anything.
Like he wanted to be caught.
Yeah, but no one knows
What happened?
what happened. I'm really want to get and know what happened.
Maybe
but-
he was tripping on acid or something.
Well, yeah, someone said he was on cocaine because
Yeah.
everyone was like, "How did he pull that huge door off?"
Cocaine straight.
And someone just said cocaine is like a superpower.
Crackhead.
Yeah, literally. But I feel bad for the because the staff here are lovely.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, especially the cleaners.
What did
So
you
they
say
got-
sorry for?
I just hit your foot, didn't I? Oh, it was this. I
The
thought I hit
sliver
your
was not on my foot. Yeah, I don't know how they... Is it cleaned up now? Have you been down? I got to go and get a parcel in a minute, so I'm going to...
Oh, that parcel's gone, buddy.
Yeah, did you go in the parcel room?
The parcel room's been messed up.
It didn't get there till today.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
like an
They
hour
might
ago.
not have delivered it. How would they get in the building?
says delivered.
Oh, if it's delivered, then it's delivered. Maybe they went round the back or something.
Just left it out the front on the... I was about to give away the
I
road
used to
again.
do that when I couldn't be
When you're an Amazon driver.
Sounds bad, but when the coast is clear.
You are everything that's wrong with this
No.
country. Have you seen the fucking DHS drivers? DHS drivers or whatever they're called, when there's just videos
Just
on the door coming like a volley of parcel.
No, I used to do that, not gonna lie.
Mm.
When it was like a house in the middle of nowhere, I'd leave it. But there was one time where I was like, it was a tiny little thing that wouldn't fit through the mailbox. And I was like, I actually can't be bothered to drive all the way back
The next day or whatever.
to the shipping. No, that night you had to
Oh,
drive
really?
all the way. You had to do, and it was the only thing that was undelivered. So I was like, I'm just going to leave it on the high street
And take a picture.
and take a picture. And luckily,
They got it.
it got delivered. I think it did, but yeah, I wonder what happened. I would love to see the CCTV of what
Oh,
happened.
fuck. We should ask for that.
We should ask for that.
Put it in the vlog. Do you know what I reckon the easiest job in the world is, right? Is like 1960s American postman. Because they just used to sling
No,
everything.
they were paper boys.
Paper
right?
boys, yeah.
Yeah,
They
I
just used to
reckon-
throw it in the yard. That's like the easiest job, I reckon.
Were you ever a paper
Did I ever do a paper round?
paper round?
No.
I helped my brother on one. Like, he was feeling unwell, so we drove him, and I was just thought I'd come along for the ride. But it took ages, and at the end of the week, you'd get like £10.
Literally. That's why I didn't do one, because they were before school.
Yes.
Where I grew up, they were before school.
5 a.m.
Yeah, and it was literally like £8 for 2 hours. I'm not joking. It was £8 for 2 hours.
No, but I think that's about right. That seems about right.
£4 an hour for
That
like
was
a
probably
13-year-old.
minimum wage back in the day.
for
Yeah.
a kid, like literally a 12-year-old.
But then again, a 12-year-old getting £8 a day, that's what, like £42 a week. That's not bad.
It's not £42 a week,
Why not?
because it's not. If you do 5 days a week, that's 40 quid.
You don't do paper rounds 5 days a week. That's
Okay.
You do it 4 days a week.
You do it 4 days a week.
Yeah, it's 40. Yeah, I know.
40, yeah.
Wait. Cut it out. Cut it out, please.
4 times 8.
Yeah, duh. Everyone knows that. I got paid £100 to do my times tables before I was 10. Everyone knows.
It was £32
Yeah.
for 4 days.
Yeah.
£40 for 5.
I said 42. I meant 32.
Yeah.
Easy
okay,
mistake.
good.
Go on, ask me any times table. With up to 12.
7 times 11.
No, don't do that, bro.
77.
Yeah, everyone knew that. Well, that's actually quite bad, though. It took me more than a second to answer that.
You didn't answer it. I did.
Ask me another one.
Okay, 8 times 4.
32.
There we go. Because we just did it. Okay.
One more. Just one more.
Okay. What are 3 9s?
No, because when you question it like that, I
3
know it's
times 9.
27.
Okay.
But I like someone I know like can't do maths.
What's 4 14s?
Well, I can't do that.
4 times 14.
See, in my head, I have to do 4 times 4,
Yeah.
which is 12. That was a joke. That was a joke. I know what I was doing. It's 16. I know what I was doing.
You didn't do that on purpose.
I did it on
No, you
purpose.
didn't.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
I know I was doing that. Someone I know who can't do maths, like at all. No, it's not me. I'm looking in the mirror.
Fight Club.
But you ask it him in money, and he will know exactly how to do it. So if you say to him 3 times 9,
Yeah.
he won't have a clue. But if I say, oh, you got £9 a day for 3 days a week, he'll be like £27 easy.
That's so weird.
It's a bit weird. I think he actually is autistic. Yeah.
So, yeah.
But you just say to him 3 times 9 and he'll be like, agony uncle's a bat.
Yeah, we're 10 minutes in.
What are we this week? We're the extremist cousins.
No, no, we're the childminders.
The childminders from hell.
Did you ever go to a childminder?
Never.
Neither.
I feel like we were very lucky in that situation to
Yeah.
be raised by our parents, because a lot of people...
They're still raised by their parents. People who I know used to go for an hour after school.
Oh, okay.
Until their parents finished work at 4.
I knew someone that was like, saw their childminder more than their parents.
Damn.
So...
Their parents finished work like 9 or something.
Yeah, like proper late, whatever. And they kind of said this woman was like her mum. And like she saw her mum way more than her actual mum growing up. And I was like...
She saw her mum way more than her actual mum.
Because she called that person
She
her
saw a
mum.
childminder more than her actual mum.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I was just like mental.
But
Anyway,
I bet she got a load of money when she was 18 from her mum, who'd been working loads, probably.
Probs. But I don't think that is like money can never... Anyway,
Yeah, no.
childminders. We're going to childmind y'all.
This isn't really a dilemma. It's just most embarrassing thing you've done as a kid. Someone posed that as a question.
I used to play hide and seek, and then whenever I was really nervous, I'd get like a turtle head. Did you ever do that?
No, that's not where I thought that was going.
Okay, my bad.
No, I was going to say most embarrassing thing I did as a kid was hide and seek as well. In my next door neighbour's house,
Right.
I was hiding from everyone under the bed. And it took them 3 hours before I came out because I was just hiding under the bed and I can hear everyone saying it. Saying, where are you? Like, we're actually... da-da-da. And they called the police.
They called the police?
They thought I was missing. I'm not joking. My mum called the police because I was next door under the bed.
Oh, wait, so you weren't playing hide and seek in the next door neighbour's house? You just went over there?
And just hid.
Did the next door neighbour know you were in the house?
At some point they knew I was in the house. They don't know if I left or... because I was best friends with the 2 girls who lived next door to me. I was like 6 years old. And like I was hanging out with them.
Yeah.
So we just went in their house. And like her mum had seen me at some point in the day in the house. But then I was under the bed and she didn't know if we'd left or what. No one knew where I went. I hid from all of them.
That is so good.
Unannounced.
Did you won then?
Yeah, I won. I was the only one hiding, so...
That's dedication
I
to be
won
fair.
by default. But I don't know why I didn't come out when everyone was like, we're going to call the police. Where are you? Like,
It was
are you
a
actually
trick question.
here? Yeah, they were trying to win the game. They were cheating.
The game's the game.
I had to see if they're about that. I
And
stood
then
on business.
The police came out and it was actually your mum in a police officer. Got you! You lose.
Role play.
No, I got locked in a toilet with my best friend.
Did you?
Yeah, it was that was
locked in the
really
toilet with your
embarrassing.
best friend.
That was really
7
embarrassing.
minutes in heaven.
Yeah, his name's Tom Garrett, actually. No, I just finished doing a poo.
Okay.
And I like got up, put the trousers on like I was buckling the buckle. And
What trousers are you wearing? Like Victorian era ones? Dungarees on.
get the dungarees on. No, and my friend was being chased outside. Like you could hear the playground. There was a window like high up.
Okay, you're at school. Okay.
We were at school.
Okay, I
That's
didn't
it,
know
we were at
where
school.
you were or where
And
this
I could hear him being chased. And like we got chased into the toilet and he he like pushed the door open, saw me in there, like turned around and then like slammed the door, like the lock shut. And the lock just cut in his hand, so he was holding the lock, but the door jammed shut. So me and him were locked in the same toilet, and we were like, we couldn't get out. anything. And we were like, and the bell went. And we were like, oh no. And I was like, said to my mate who was outside the toilet, I was like, don't tell anyone. Like, please, whatever you do, this is so embarrassing.
So it was 2 of you in and 1 on the outside.
Yeah, and he just went. And then we were like, shit, what do we do? What do we actually do? We can't get under the toilet. We can't go over. Guess we're going to have to break the door down. And then, like, the head teacher came in. 4 teachers came in. And they were trying to open this door. They gave us a hammer and a screwdriver and stuff. And I, like, lynched the door open. And I was, like, making a joke out of it. Like, oh, that's lucky that we got that. And the teacher went nuts.
Everything's so dramatic at school. I don't get it. It's not like they couldn't get you out of the fucking cubicle. But it's like that everything in school is the worst thing in the world.
And I felt really like, because I saw myself as like a good boy.
Goody two shoes.
Yeah, at school. But I just ended up being like, not a bad boy.
That was your turning point.
Yeah, that was a so much. What was that?
That sounded like a crash. Like a big truck had tipped over or something.
But I remember walking through the hallway to the head teacher's office, and I said to my mate, like, we'll go halves on the door, yeah? And the teacher went, no, you're paying for the door in full.
You?
Yeah, and I was like,
it wasn't even you who did
I didn't even do anything. And but yeah, they let us off.
Yeah, they can't make a kid pay for a fucking door.
Yeah, it was a shit door as well, let's be honest.
And just shit skill.
I remember walking in that toilet one time as well, and the whole floor was filled up with poo. The whole floor. There was a kid in my year who pooed himself all the time.
Really?
Yeah, and the teachers had to wipe his ass.
They are not paid enough for that.
Surely that's not on your contract.
Yeah, you put it on your CV.
Yeah.
Good bum wiper. Can't you get the job?
But when you went on like those week-long trips, they had to like go to the toilet with him. And his poo as well smelled like fucking AIDS.
School residential trips were crazy.
They were so good. I saw a guy naked.
You can't say that after saying everything was so good. They were so good. I saw a guy naked.
Yeah.
Do you remember when...
Oh, God. They actually were incredible.
One of the teachers, he was a strange guy. He used to get his head shaved to the top, at the back.
What, from our secondary school?
Yeah. Came on year 8. Year 8 residential.
To where?
Yenworthy?
Yenworthy.
Did you go Yenworthy?
No, I was in Mallorca chilling in the sun.
Yenworthy was a motive.
Yeah, I actually regret...
You didn't go Yenworthy?
No, I regret going on that one because everyone said it was like the bollocks.
It was so good. Yenworthy was nuts.
Yeah, I remember that one. I got put... Because it was the week before summer or something, or 2 weeks before the May holiday.
Yeah, May.
And, yeah, I was in Mallorca. And I paid for it, Yenworthy, as well.
Really?
So we didn't get the money back. We only got back half of it or something.
That's crazy.
But I went on Yenworthy when we were in year 9 or something.
10.
And it just wasn't...
The bad boy trip.
No, I wasn't...
We've spoken about that before.
I wasn't in the bad boys.
I don't think Yenworthy was year 10 again. It was Glazebury.
Kilveru. Oh, yeah. Okay, Glazebury then.
I went Glazebury in year 6. I don't know how far away these places actually are, but when we were that young, it felt like we were going to the end of the world. I'm not joking. The bus there felt like, oh my God, we've literally entered a different...
You know, from Oxford, it's like a 2 hour. Not even 2 hours.
To Glazebury?
Yeah.
Is it south of Wales?
No, it's before that. Like Bristol.
Really?
Like River Wye.
I've told you about the story of when I was on the bus to Glazebury in year 6. I sat next to my best mate in primary school, and he scrounged a whole tube of sour cream Pringles within the first 10 minutes of getting on the bus.
Outrageous.
And then he was like, I'm going to throw up. And I sat next to him, I was like, what?
You would hate that as well.
Oh,
you would
mate.
Being in that situation for you.
The worst thing in the world. And he just looked at the window and just threw up. And it just like was dripping down, just chunky orange.
That's weird. When I was in year 6, my best mate in primary school threw up next to me on the way back from... We went to Pinkery, which is like Cornwall.
Okay. Oh, that's actually a bit of a trek then. That must have felt like the end of the world.
That was a 4-hour drive, but that was so sick.
Do you remember the 24-hour drive?
Yeah,
Why did our school do that?
The second, was cheaper.
It must have been so much cheaper.
I mean, the whole ski trip in Austria was like £630, which is really good. And we went to like a spa.
Yes.
We had we had 3-course meals every day. Oh no, we didn't. 2-course meals a day.
Yeah. The fucking starter was chive soup every fucking
Chive
day.
soup.
Watery chive soup.
I didn't mind that.
I hated it.
I actually quite liked chive soup.
I ate so much bread.
Yeah, it was the bread soaked in chive soup.
What did we have? And then as the meals, what did we have?
I swear there was a Austrian chocolate bar that was a racial slur, and everyone picked it up.
No, it was an ice cream.
Yes,
It was just.
What was it called? It was called like.
Okay, this isn't me saying this. This is what it was actually called.
Be
okay?
careful what you're about to say. Was in it like black? The word black, but in like a different language.
No, it was black with a Y on the end.
Oh,
That's what their ice cream was called.
Yes.
And everyone was like, "What the fuck is this?"
What? And we couldn't. And it wasn't like we couldn't find it at the supermarkets or anything.
No,
it
was
was
just the hotel.
it was just the place it was there.
Their own brand.
But that 24-hour journey, we left school and we must have gone a minute down the road. And I remember you turning next to me and going, "What have I done?" You're like, "Why am I on this bus?"
Because I signed up last minute. I was the last person to sign up. I literally waited until December 15th, I think it was, which is the last day
that you could possibly do it.
On the last day of school before we break up for Christmas. And we were going at the start of Feb, or Feb half term. And I signed up then. I was like, if I get the money to you today, can I go? And she was like, yeah. And then I got the money that day.
That's a baller move.
I know. It wasn't my money. It was my parents, thankfully.
And I remember we got to Switzerland and it was starting to get a bit snowy. So this is probably like 16 hours into the trip.
I swear they did not check border. There was no border control at all. Like I know you can do that, but they didn't even check the bus for anything.
We got checked. The bus got checked on the way back.
Okay.
Oh, was it that year? We had to go into a building.
Yeah.
That was coming back.
And just walk through one building.
Yeah, but it's the EU. There's no border. So
it just felt like you could smuggle so much through.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the people...
Brought weed. People in our year brought weed.
Crazy.
They're like, whoever's got it is getting expelled.
And there was someone upstairs, like, absolutely...
zonked out on the bed.
Like, everyone went in his room and he was like...
I found the culprit. Everyone else was downstairs in this meeting in the lounge.
No, not everyone. One person was zonked. Yeah. The other person walked like 5 miles.
Like 4 people did to the
petrol
shop,
station.
which you're not allowed to do.
Like, what's
like
the
pitch
point?
black 8 p.m. And everyone was like, if they come back now during this thing, because we were at the front entrance, if they walk in now, they are dead.
And our teacher was literally so serious about getting sent back. First plane home, she was like, I don't care.
She was Scottish and strict. Like, she meant what she said. She was going to stand on business.
She would hammer us.
And so they were just giving this lecture about whoever's got weed has to own up. It was weed brownies.
Stand on business.
Yeah. Everyone was having weed brownies, and then one guy just had way too many, and he was literally just concaved on the bed upstairs.
Those beds as well were hilarious. Was it your room?
Which flipped. No, I broke the bed the day we got, like, we were in rooms of 4.
Yeah.
And it was me, my friend Ollie, Jack, and Liam. All my friends. I just said my friend Ollie, and then they're all my friends. And we walked in to the room, and it was a double and 2 singles.
Yep.
And me and Ollie said, we're in the double. And as soon as he stood on it to see if it was soft, and I RKO'd him, and we went through the middle of the bed. We broke the wood underneath. So we spent the whole week on a bed like this, just start on the outside, and we'd roll into each other in the middle.
Wasn't it? Someone filmed it, no? I swear I saw a video of someone like walking on the bed.
And the bed. Oh no, that was Liam's single. It would flip every time he'd lay slightly off centre. It would just catapult him into the wall. So we had one like this with me and Ollie in the bottom of it. Jack's was fine, and then Liam's single just kept flipping in the night.
But it was just your room, like no one else had a problem.
Everyone else was fine. And our fucking balcony like had no view either.
Oh yeah, it was just trees.
Yeah.
I think we had the best room.
Could you see the mountain?
Yeah, well, you could see the mountain that was on the other side of the road.
The one we actually went up.
No. It was just like the hill. Yours was facing the mountain, but the trees were in the way.
Okay.
Mine was the other way. Yeah. But it had a good view.
That's fucking ski trip was so funny.
But when we got to Switzerland, it started getting a bit... We were like 15 hours into the trip, and like my mum made me some bacon sandwiches.
And you opened them 15 hours in.
Yes.
I was like, oh.
And I remember opening them like just like tear off a bit of tinfoil. And like it just stenched the whole bus. And you were like, you ain't eating them.
Yeah. Get rid of them.
I put a tinfoil back on and put it in my bag.
I was not a happy camper on that fucking bus.
No,
Do you know how you were the last one on the bus, I think?
Yeah, I actually was.
Do you know how many people I turned down my seat?
But I was so good to sit next to.
No, I know, but I was third from the back
Yes.
with a spare seat, and
yeah.
the bus was full.
Yeah.
So everyone who was like remotely knew me was getting on, and they were like, "Oh shit!"
Remotely acting like he's not the most popular guy in our sixth
Shut
floor.
up. They got on the bus and they'd come and they'd be like, "Shit, there's 3 from the back where all the boys are." Like, and then they'd be like, "Can I?" And I was like, "Matt's there, sorry."
Yeah.
Like literally 4 people
Back to the back.
to the back. Yeah,
That lasted a second.
we used to be called the pack at school. Like a group of boys, like literally like fucking 30 of us.
Yeah, and we both had a military alphabet.
We
names.
all had military.
Well, who
alphabet
are you?
names. Charlie.
Yeah, I was Delta.
Yeah.
Wait, was I?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I
and
thought
Connor was Echo.
that's it. Connor was Echo.
Oh no, Connor was Delta. You were Echo.
Yeah, I remember Connor being.
Delta.
Yeah, I
You
was
were
Echo. I was Echo.
But we all tweeted the night before going skiing. We were like, "Oh shit!" Like the year above might try and get the back. We really want the back. So like 8 people tweeted, "Pack to the back, no questions asked." And we got on the bus, and they were already on the back, and we were just like.
And we were actually like, "Oh, okay."
Okay, we're not gonna fight. Sorry,
No
you can have it. Oh, we didn't even want it anyway.
No questions.
It was funnier because like 7 people tweeted pack to the back, no questions asked, and each one had 7 likes and 7 retweets because we'd all do for each other. We'd just do one circle of everyone doing it. Fucking hell, social media at school was crazy. We'd be like, "I'm posting Sunday, you have to like it," and then it'd be like in the chat, "Insta boys."
Someone
Insta
that
boys.
followed us saw Pack to the Back 49 times on their timeline.
I reckon they wouldn't have even wanted the back unless we did that. They were probably like chill to sit wherever, and they were like, "Fucking hell, the year below us saying pack to the back."
Oh my god.
That was
Fucking
so
hilarious.
So good. And that fucking spa with the water, obviously, but the water that went round, like the rapids, but it was like lazy river.
Lazy river vibe with like 3 different thermal pools.
Oh mate, I just remember going round the lazy river with.
Did you get out and go in the snow?
Yeah,
we
and then
got
get
told
back
that,
in.
yeah.
And there was one, oh my god, it was I might have to go back there
Shall we?
this year.
Should we see how much that hotel
Because I said we
is?
were saying Andorra. Maybe we just go Austria. There was only like 87 kilometers of slopes where we went last year.
That's fine.
I
to
know
be
where we
fair.
went. We didn't. Yeah, we explored last year, but
Well,
that was 350.
yeah, and that was a lot.
kilometers or
We didn't do all of it.
No
No.
chance.
So big.
No chance.
But that thermal pool spa is like where all the celebrities go.
Yeah.
That's like a spot.
It's nuts. It's literally like a pool, an indoor pool, 2 indoor pools, separated by like a walkway where you can get up. Slide. Do you remember everyone going down the one indoor slide? There was that, and then you'd go outside. You'd walk through like.
You swam through some like flaps.
Like in Centre Parks, if you've ever been Centre Parks, not you, the viewer. There's like flaps that it goes from cold to warm.
Yeah.
And it was like just a lazy river, massive one that everyone was just chilling with each other going round. And then there was 3 pools at different heights,
Like
so you'd have to
pods.
get out, and there was like salt water, boiling water, and like another one.
I just remember and I remember this so vividly as well. The top one had like a sprinkler.
Yeah,
And like people were
backflips off it and
backflipping off
stuff.
it. But there was this one moment where I had my girlfriend at the time,
Yeah,
and we were just sat looking at the mountain range, and it was like the opposite of a silhouette. It was like silhouetted by the
Moonlight.
stars and the moonlight, so you could just see like stars dotted around and then like the mountain. And I was like,
it was unreal.
I was like, this is actually like the most picturesque thing I've ever seen in my life.
It was beautiful.
And I just remember it spot on.
Yeah, wow.
What's the childminder's got to say about
Yeah,
this?
yeah.
What- that
Most
was the
embarrassing
most
thing you've done as a kid. We've done
We
one
might
agony uncle this episode.
So someone said yesterday on live, I went on TikTok live, someone was like, you actually have talent, you two.
To ramble away from.
And as well, I got everyone in the live to shut up at one point.
To shut up. What you
Yeah.
said, don't comment.
No, yeah, basically, because I kept, like I was telling a story, someone was like, can you quickly tell a story of where you've got to from where you started filming? Like from literally where you asked me, do you want to do a podcast?
Yeah.
Every time I started explaining a story, someone would be like, what team do you support? And I'd say Oxford United. Oh, I went there on Christmas Eve. And I'd completely changed. So I was like, okay, guys, respectfully, like everyone's going to need to stop commenting if I'm going to have to tell this story. And I told the story in full for like 15 minutes because it's a pretty long story.
With like no comments.
And there was maybe like 10 comments.
Just new people joining.
Yeah, new
Did
people.
everyone else say, shut up?
Yeah, and then when it finished, there was like a flood of comments, just being like, "Wow!" And everyone was really nice. To be fair, everyone was really, really nice.
Wait, I've literally just forgotten what story you were telling
What?
to them
To what do you mean?
on the live.
What live?
You need them to shut up to tell what story?
It was the story of rags to riches.
Oh, from when we started.
Yeah, because people were confused about me working at Amazon, and they were like, "Do you still work at Amazon?" I was like, "No," and they were like, "So how is this your job?" And I basically,
That one was bad.
wow, wow, that was actually horrendous.
That was bad.
It's not the worst. Oh my word.
Okay, cool. The rags to riches story.
Yeah, and then
We're still on the journey to the
yeah, we're
ending.
definitely still on.
We're
the
just
journey.
rags to.
We're just rags to cloth at the moment. We've made the cloth.
Speaking of school ski trip, what are the craziest rumours you heard about teachers in our school?
I know our English teacher's mum had AIDS.
They didn't, but that was just a rumour.
Everyone said they did.
And then there was a rumour that our geography teacher's entire family died in a terrible car crash, and that's why he got the bus. And we're laughing, not because of that. Someone asked him about it, and he was like, no, what are you on about?
It's basically our teacher who took the bus. That's all it is.
That's all he did. And he said the reason why he gets the bus is because it's outside his house. That makes so much sense. But someone made a rumour that his whole family died in a car crash, so he refuses to get in a car now.
And someone was like, that's why he takes geography, to warn people about the weather.
Yeah.
Because it was like a rainstorm that
They slid off the road or something, so he teaches them about sedimentary rocks.
There was a rumour that our ICT teacher was banned from every Premier League stadium.
Just a huge football hooligan. I'd hardly ever seen him speak.
No, he was the calmest guy. If he was shouting at you, he was literally like, guys, stop shouting.
Yeah, that's it. But apparently he goes around beating people up at fucking football games.
I heard he had like 10 years of counselling to calm him down.
And now he's the most zen man in the world. This one isn't a rumour, this is a fact.
Right.
Okay, this is just a disgusting story.
Okay.
I had a maths supply teacher who was learning, so she took one term of maths. And she came up to me and my friend one day and popped a spot on our table. I'm not joking.
Stop.
She was like, have you done it? And I was like, yeah. She was like, let me check. Looked at it, and I shit you not, she went like this.
No!
And the pus went on the table. I'm not joking. And me and my friend, after she did it, we literally looked and we were like, did that actually just happen? I don't think the teacher knew the pus came out because she didn't wipe it.
That is actually grim.
And imagine like a 15-year-old pair of people oh my God, it was disgusting.
That actually reminds me of a guy in primary school. We had our maths books in front of us, and he did one of those like chesty coughs. He was like, and it just flew out.
Snot rocket everywhere.
Into the middle of his book, like the spine of his book. I looked at it, and he picked it up. Shit to you not.
Don't say he licked it.
Poured it back into his mouth.
That is disgusting. That is illegal.
My brother's maths teacher got fired. This is a true story.
Yeah.
Because he put all the heaviest students in the middle of the classroom because he didn't want the classroom to tip over.
Because it was on
Because he was like, if we put all of them this side, the classroom will be unbalanced. He got fired for that.
I'm not surprised. And there was a rumour that another maths teacher had been hired straight out of an insane asylum.
This guy, the art maths teacher was like so strict, and everyone was like, yeah, he escaped. He escaped an insane asylum.
All he did was tell people off, and everyone just went straight to, no, he is the Joker.
My girlfriend told me to get an STD test.
Okay.
I'm 22 and have been with my girlfriend since we were both 17.
Damn, fair play.
We were extremely in love with each other. However, one day in the downstairs department, it got red, rashy, and itchy.
Bad news.
She convinced me that I'd been cheating on her and we had the biggest argument ever.
She convinced him.
Yeah.
He started to believe it.
All of my friends were really upset with me, but I swear to God I didn't cheat.
Yep.
Eventually, we broke up and it ended badly as she thought I cheated.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'm 26 now and I was scrolling the internet. I may have got onto some different sides of apps.
Oh, God.
And guess who I saw? I saw my ex-girlfriend on a particular website.
Yep.
She'd been posting videos of her with other guys since she was 18.
1 year into the relationship, she was cheating other people.
For 4 years of our relationship, she was seeing multiple guys behind my back and filming it.
Making monetary gain off of it. What you did?
And she convinced
Him that he was the cheat when she was getting PayPal transactions for going crazy on it. That's nuts.
Women.
What's your most outrageous childhood story?
One day, my shoes started filling up with poo.
Okay, go.
So me and my family got invited to this really fancy Bulgarian dinner in Bulgaria.
Yep.
And me and my mum had like a 2-person platter of just meat stacked up. Like every meat you can think of: lamb, beef, steak, pork, bacon, mincemeat.
Horse.
On top of each other.
The Joe Rogan diet.
And probably 40 minutes into this meal, I went to the restroom and I was like, my belly is doing backflips.
Yeah.
But I just did a poo and I thought, okay, it's a bit weird. Like I've pebble dashed the back of it. But that's nothing too extravagant.
It's nothing new for Matt Mosley.
Yeah, you're right. And we went to this cocktail bar on the beach, which was opposite the hotel. And I literally had the biggest anxiety attack. I started walking up and down the beach, just being like, oh my God, I'm going to die. It actually felt like I was being eaten out. And then I was like, it got to a point where it was so like, oh my God, I'm going to die. My shoes, my Toms, just started filling up with poo. So it was the era of skinny jeans.
Yeah.
And Toms.
Yeah.
And I did like a fart. And it was liquid. Pure like water liquid poo. And it went down my leg. And my shoes, like I could feel it in my socks and my toes. Just like filling up.
Yeah.
Like expanding. And I was like, I need to go.
Yeah.
I just need to disappear. I ran past the bar and I said to my brothers, I was like, follow me. I was running and it was like a trail of poo following me. I get into the toilet and I'm like throwing up. I'm pooing myself at the same time.
It's going out both ends.
Projectile. There must have been a demon inside of me. And my brother Snapchatted it as well. And yeah, I basically just pooed everywhere, like flooded everything. And then after like 5 hours of being in this public toilet, because I was there for hours, I like saw a break in play and went to my hotel room.
Yeah.
And was in the hotel room for like 3 days. And then on the last day of the holiday, I thought it was safe to come out. And I was sat by the pool in the shade because it was just like, I was like, oh. And then I thought it was safe to let out a fart. And I just shit like green. Like a green poo. I was wearing swimming shorts and a green poo just flies out. And it's on the sunbed as well. Dad. Cool. That is the worst thing that's happened to me, I reckon. So bad.
Is this green flag green enough to forget about the red flag?
Oh, okay.
She gets in 2 fist fights a year, but is the most loyal person you've ever met. So she's scrapping a bitch. Whilst going, I just love you. I just love you so much.
I feel like 2 fist fights a year?
2 a year.
That's too red for me.
20 every 10 years. She's 20-0. She's middleweight champion of the world.
She could be my protector.
Yeah.
She's fighting my battles. No, that's too red.
Okay.
Fist fights.
Yeah.
No.
She wears rollerblades everywhere, but has a beautiful voice, both speaking and singing.
Ooh. What, like, if we were going to the cinema?
Rollerblades. Ice skating. Rollerblades.
I'm a sucker. Ice skating.
She'll wear rollerblades. They don't come off. Only when she sleeps.
I am like a sucker.
That's it.
No, I'm a sucker for a nice voice. Especially like singing voice. If you're just there like doing your makeup going like...
So you going green?
No.
No.
I can't. That's too much of a red flag. You're roller skating to like a family function. And you set out the cones and start going...
Toby Carvery. Is on house arrest, but buys you new shoes every month.
That's a red flag. That is a red flag. See, that's when I knew it was time to delete Tinder.
When?
The other, like 2 months ago, I was speaking to a girl and like we moved on to Instagram and then like she was sending me a picture of like, or a video of what's on her TV. And like there was something on her foot.
Her socks are too wide. There's just a massive tag.
I was like, oh, what's happened to your foot? And she's like, nah, it's a tag. I was like, why the fuck do you have a tag? And she was like, house arrest.
That's crazy.
For what? She was like, I got grievous bodily harm. I was like, no, what have I done? I was like, I feel like I'm excessive to whatever you've done. And I was like, okay, Tinder gone. I can't do this anymore.
Good.
Red flag.
Only listens to D&B, but gives you 2 massages a day.
Ooh.
Half an hour each.
Only listens to D&B.
So you're in the car, D&B.
Yeah, but what if it's my turn to do the music in the car?
Yeah, you can play what you want. But if she's getting ready doing her makeup and she wants to listen to music, D&B. She's driving, D&B. Just been to a funeral, D&B.
Oh, just been to a funeral.
You want to relax at 11 p.m, D&B.
Oh my God.
But 2 30-minute massages a day.
See, that's life-changing.
It is.
Most D&B girls have got something about them as well. I actually will choose green.
Whoa!
I actually will date. I would. Yeah, I would.
So if you listen to D&B and you're a great masseuse, this is your guy. I want you to guess what this girl language actually means.
Okay.
If the first text in the morning is, I can't believe you would do that to me.
I know what you've done something in a dream.
You cheated on her in a dream.
Yes, cheated on her
in a
yes.
dream. And then she's just holding it to you the whole day because you cheated in the dream.
And you're literally trying to get on with your day and she's like, fuck you.
Yeah, why would you do that?
Fuck off.
She's not actually annoyed, but she's like, why would you do that?
And she needs something from you and she's like, you alright?
Yeah.
If a girl asks you if you're hungry, it means...
It means that she's hungry.
No.
Oh.
She's starving.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean she wants to eat alone or she wants to get takeaway alone.
Yeah.
She wants to eat together.
No, I don't think any girl has ever said, I just want to eat a meal whilst you just sit there.
Yeah.
They'll always want you to eat as well.
Yeah, why is that? Because I will happily just get like nachos. And
Yeah, just chill. I
Yeah.
think girls think about it too much. They're like, oh, am I going to seem fat if I just get a meal? And
Yeah.
no guy cares about that.
No guy cares about
Eat as
that.
much as you want. Why don't you put me first for once?
Oh my... He always puts you first.
This is the first. That's it. This is the first time. He always puts you first, but this one time he's done what he wants to do.
And it's like, oh, he's going on a run for 30 minutes. Like,
Yeah.
he'll be back in 30 minutes.
Oh, I can't call you tonight. I'm just going to do something else. You are horrible. You're the worst person in the world. You never put me first. You don't care.
Don't text me ever again. If she ignores you, you should...
Call her up straight away.
Yeah, I would do that. Give her attention.
Yeah.
Apparently that's wrong.
Oh, is it?
So, if you call her up and give her attention, from my understanding, they're like, I just want some alone time.
Yeah.
But then if you give them alone time...
They want you to call her. Why did you give me attention?
You can't win. Communication is like, it's like the opposite of what girls want, but at the same time, it's the opposite of that. It doesn't make sense. If you say, let's do X, Y, and Z, and she says, if you want to.
That means she has no interest in doing it.
She's trying to phase it out.
But when a guy says, yeah, we can do that if you want. No, if you wanted to do it, you'd say, let's do it. But you can just never say, well, I'm happy to if you want. Yeah. Well, if you were passionate about it. Maybe I'm not passionate about fucking getting our nails done.
And it is stuff like that.
It is.
Like,
It's like, do you want to go to the shop later? Yeah, if you want to. What if you wanted to go to the shop? You say yes. It's like, what?
Do you want to see the hamsters at Pets at Home? Not really, but
yeah.
if you want to. What? What? Do you have one more, did you say?
That's it.
Okay, class.
What do you want to comment?
Wait, let's plug our second account quick.
Okay, before you find out what you have to comment, we have a second TikTok account called More LloydAndMatt where we're going to post like not podcast stuff.
Yeah, just like trends, photos, clips, like little funny stuff.
There's already a post on there with 26k.
And we're posting tonight.
Yeah.
And tomorrow.
Oh!
It could be a daily thing because it's so easy to do.
So easy. It's like a 10-second post.
Yeah.
But we want you to comment Red Mini.
Red Mini.
Like the video, subscribe on YouTube, notifications on, follow us on Instagram, Lloyd Boucher, Matthew Mosley _ at LloydAndMatt. Follow us on TikTok if you don't already. Second TikTok account, personal TikTok account.
That's quite good. You're missing one. 2 actually. 5 stars on Spotify.
5 stars on Spotify.
And like the video if you're on YouTube. Bosh.
I'm sure I said like the video. I always start with that.
Yeah, you might have.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Yeah.